What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Dan here, and we are looking at another Jada Toys figure and another Street Fighter 2 figure. If you haven't, I did review and talk about Chun-Li there, as you see. That video is up on my channel. If you want to, definitely go check it out. This time, though, we are looking at, I'll be honest, I don't know this guy's name. I'm going to try my best to pronounce it. I'm going to call him Dhalsim, something like that. Sounds about right, but he looks super cool. I mean, I talked about it a lot in the last video. These figures are only like 25 bucks you can get them for. And they come with some great stuff. You're basically getting the equivalent of another figure in here with all these like stretchy arms and stuff, which I guess he does. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if they're bendable. I am kind of assuming they are. I don't think I'll be let down if they're not. But, yeah. It's just, something... I mean, maybe I would be let down by it, but it looks cool. I mean, I'm excited about these figures. I don't know a lot about Street Fighter. They just look really cool, and I may get more. I do have some other Jada toys coming in, though, really soon. I have some, and I won't spoil that. I'm going to be doing a Big Bad Toy Store unboxing, so keep an eye out for that. That should be coming up this weekend. But I am super excited about this figure. Here he is in the packaging. We already kind of saw him. Here is the back of the box. Looking really nice. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get into it. I'm excited to open this figure. I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys. Here we are. We're back with this, and I am just in shock, man. How an action figure can be this good. I was kind of going in my head, what am I going to say? Because this figure is really dope. And it's like, here's the box for him. This is a 1/6 scale figure. It's the same scale as like Marvel Legends, per se. The box behind him. It's like he comes with all these accessories. He comes with an extra set of arms and legs that are much longer. He comes with a couple interchangeable hands. Comes with an extra head sculpt here. And I'll go over all these some more in a sec. And it comes in this small box, and it's only $25. And he also comes with this stand too, which I'll show off. It's just incredible, Now I know I was actually looking at some of these figures the other day. They have gone up. It's kind of hard to find all of them for around the $20 to $25 price tag that they retailed for. But still, you're not really spending a ton on these. This might be the exception. This figure, obviously, he's got these stretchy parts like this, so they wanted to include it. But they didn't up the price, and it's just so incredible, man. It really is. Like, this is what we want out of the action figure market. We want people that make action figures and give you everything that comes with them for a good price. Like Marvel would have done this, and they would have put all these things in a package. They would have made the package bigger, put all this artwork, and charged double the price. That's basically what their Maximum series is. And I defend the Maximum series. I think they're decent figures. But this right here, this is like the quality I would expect from a figure. Like if you were just to hand this figure to me like, hey, Dan, how much do you think this is? I would say, probably it's around 50, 60 bucks. These are incredible. I don't want to understate how incredible these figures are and the fact that we're getting them for the price. And it's also essentially why I bought them. Like, I'm not a Street Fighter fan. I just thought they were cool looking figures. Sorry, I'm trying to focus here. Keep trying to focus on the hand here. Camera expert, I am not. It's just incredible. I'm not a Street Fighter fan, and I just think these figures are incredible. If I was a Street Fighter fan, I would just be over the moon. I'd have all of these. They're so cool. But let's get into the figure. So here we are now. I was playing around with some of the stretchy parts, just so I could get them in frame. I took the legs out, and I only put one arm in. So here's the other arm here that you saw with him in the packaging. Now, all of these hands can go off and be placed on any of the stretchy hand or the normal hand. And he comes with like these, I guess, clawing hands, like this, as well as like his fisted hands. So he comes with 3 total sets of hands, which is really cool. And he also comes with a shouting head sculpt. I actually did not put this one on. Oh, dropping things. I actually haven't put this one on him yet. I probably will soon. But that's pretty cool. And then as you see, he's got the stretchy hand on. He's got some stretchy legs which are really nice. And they are bendable, so they do bend, which is really awesome. Not sure if the figure does that, or the character does that in the game, or if it's just you can extend them. Like I said, not a Street Fighter fan. Another cool thing is you can kind of like bend his leg a little bit. You know, that's all right, I guess. You know, as you see, I'll get into the figure now as well. He does have like what you would consider a normal like ankle pivot and like foot articulation. So it doesn't come down the bendy figure, so on the bendy part. So that, I mean, not ideal, but still really not going to complain about it. Yeah, just looks dope. Anyway, let's take a look at this figure. Now, something I noticed is he has all these rings on his hands. I kind of figured they were attached there, but I realized you can just take the hands off, and the rings can easily fall off. So you got to keep an eye on them. You know, same thing with his necklace. You can take the head off and lose it. But this guy looks sick. You know, I don't know a lot about the character. Don't know anything about the guy. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. But he looks really cool. Look at all that detail. We'll definitely get into the articulation, man. It's just such a simple design too, and it works. You know, I like it. You know, you get like shading and stuff too. It's not just one piece of plastic they made the same color. It's actually shaded really nicely. All of the skin. It really is nice. I like it. And you, of course, got all the yellow bits. Here you got his like pants or trousers. You got like the little arm and leg braces, which I will show off once my camera focuses. Look really nice. Gotta love it. And we'll take a look at some of the articulation too. He has really big feet. I don't know if that's just part of the character design. Like Chun-Li did not have big feet for her size. I wonder if that's just part of this character. He just has big feet. Like me. I actually have small feet. I'm just a big person. So my feet are big, but not big for me. Anyway, let's take a look at this articulation here. So, one thing too, but you know, I'll get into how you take off all the parts. It does come with a double jointed elbow, as you can see. Good articulation at the hands. He does have a butterfly joint, but I'll be honest, it doesn't really seem to move a ton. I mean, you get some, and it definitely is worth it. Got that bicep rotation. You can go out pretty far with his shoulder joint. You can go up pretty far. He does have a really nice diaphragm. Let me just on the other side, where the big arm is in the way. Really nice bendable torso. And that comes from both having a joint here at the hip and at the abdomen. Looks really cool. And of course you have double jointed knees. And I kind of went over the ankle stuff, but there you go. Again for it. And just some peg holes at the bottom of his feet. Now, let's get into how you put these on. I'll do the legs because I already have an arm. Actually, I'll do all of them so you can see them all. Not too hard. You do just kind of take that off. Not really that hard to put on or to take off. Putting on is maybe the harder part, but it's not rocket science. Just kind of get it in there just like that. Just be a little careful, especially when you want to bend it. You know, it's kind of better to hold it or brace it here at the top. Just makes it easier because they're also just kind of pull it out instead of bending it. And let's do some of the legs here too. Oh, pops right. Oh, nice pop. Ooh, that did something for me. Let's not put his left leg on his or his right leg on his left side. All right, if you guys want to, please down in the comments let me know about this character. I know nothing about him. I don't know if he's supposed to be bendy or if he's just really supposed to extend his appendages, which I guess are the same but also different. Like, dude, it looks so sick. Oh, I gotta move him back. I don't think this is how he's supposed to be posed. I don't think he bends all these at the same time. But if you want to, you can. He really can't stand. There's no articulation at the feet, and they don't have any like peg holes here. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna play with this guy, and I'm probably gonna bring out Chun-Li as well. And I would really like to get him in a nice pose. I'll be right back. All right, here he is. Got him into this pretty cool pose. Let me zoom out a little bit. It's kind of hard for the camera to focus on him because he stretches, so it picks up different like focus points. That's one point I didn't bring up, that he comes with this little stand here as well, which you can use to like hold like up his legs or whatever, which is very helpful. I didn't happen to need it for this pose here, but it is very, very nice they do that. I really like that. This figure is super cool. I will definitely, like, I'm not going to be going out looking for or trying to find any more of these Street Fighter figures. What happened is these guys kind of came to me as part of like sales or whatever, and I was like, you know what, I've been wanting to buy them. Let me just buy them. So if I see any more on sale, maybe I'm out, I haven't bought a figure in a while, I'll probably buy them. I'm not going to be actively like trying to collect them all though. You know, and here he is next to Chun-Li. He looks pretty cool. Let me get them. They're both kind of facing the same way where they should be facing each other. However, these figures just look great too. He's really having trouble focusing on them. There we go. Kind of, that looks a little better. But these figures are really cool. You know, I really just can't overstate how awesome these figures are. It's just, they're really good figures, and they're just such a good price. I definitely recommend picking some up. This guy is really cool. I definitely recommend picking him up. And Chun-Li was also cool. I don't know. I'm looking at the back of the box here. I don't know who any of these figures are. This green dude looks pretty cool. Although I've seen his figure. He's a little more expensive. He's a little bit bigger. But anyway, I will probably end up picking him up. I'm picking up a bunch of these Street Fighter characters. They just look super cool next to each other. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in and watching this video. If you haven't, guys, please like the video, subscribe to my channel. Let me know down below what you think. Teach me a little bit about Street Fighter if you'd like, and tell me more about these characters. But anyway, guys, once again, peace out.